You've unlocked a Roundtable.
Welcome to the Lost Levels Roundtable discussion of Sharknado 3.
Oh, hell no.
Obviously that was Alex, and I am Chris. This is a spoiler-filled discussion, as always, so we are just going to get into it.
Because I know how important the plot is to this, and you don't want anything to be ruined.
It's true. There's a lot of integral plot details that we're going to discuss that might ruin Sharknado 3.
Oh, hell no.
So we are warning you here. Alright, why don't we start off? We get a crazy him running action scene in Washington right at the very beginning of the movie.
Yes, by him we mean Finn, the protagonist of the first two.
Oh, sorry, yes. Why are we reviewing this movie? It's so bad.
Because, so he's running because he's going to be late for his meeting with the president for his Medal of Honor type deal.
Right. And this movie kind of carries on the Sharknado tongue-in-cheek tradition of having billions of different cameos from billions of different people that you're like, oh, well, why is he in this? Whatever, Mark Cuban's the president. Makes sense.
Well, he's in Shark Tank.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So Shark Tank, Sharknado makes relative sense.
Sure.
As much as anything makes sense in this movie.
Yeah, we're not trying to make sense of this movie by any means. And it's just us kind of just trying to wrap our thoughts around what we just witnessed. We just watched it just now.
You said a few times over the chorus saying, am I having a fever dream right now?
Because that's what it felt like at the very beginning of the movie. It's like, is this actually happening right now?
Well, I don't know any fever dreams that have blatant promotional ads.
Oh, like the subway?
The subway and the Xfinity.
Yes.
And how they use the Xfinity app to help try to find their daughter.
That's
somehow.
True. Yeah, because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, obviously there's going to be product placement because this movie is a cultural phenomenon, I guess.
It's one of those things people love because of how bad it is.
Yeah, but SyFy makes these movies all the time. Why did Sharknado, out of all the other SyFy movies, stick? Just because of the absurdity of Sharknado?
I think it's the level of absurdity of Sharknado, yes.
So,
and they realize that absurdity and just go over the top with it.
Yeah.
In the sequels.
So yeah, we have, even when he's getting his Medal of Honor and a trophy to go with it, a functional
golden chainsaw, mini chainsaw.
That it works because they need it, because the sharks invade and are very strategical in landing directly on people.
Oh god, they're great at falling.
Yeah, they're really good at flying mouth first into people and killing them.
Yeah, sometimes they break through walls, other times they go splat against walls. You can never really tell which one's it going to be. Yeah,
like seriously, when the sharks were flying through Washington D.C., they were destroying monuments just by hitting them and like taking out major chunks of the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Something that is like, wow, what the hell is going on?
And at another point, you see a clean woman suck one up with a vacuum and hit it against the wall, and it killed it. So there's really no consistency in the durability of these sharks.
Yeah, it totally took me out of the film. I was like,
yes.
You know, the science behind everything else was, pretty solid throughout this movie, but then the sharks' just strength and durability really killed it for me.
Totally.
Yeah.
But you have over-the-top action, of course, and it's laughable, and I think that's why people enjoy it, just because of how laughable it is.
And we're sitting here talking about a fucking movie called Sharknado 3.
Oh, hell no.
Right now, on a Sunday. God, what are we doing with our lives?
This.
Frankie Muniz is in this movie.
A.K.A. Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle.
Hanging out with Nova, a return from the original Sharknado.
Glad to see her again. She looks good as ever.
A welcome return, I guess.
Yes.
To the franchise. And, dude, I want to say, what was Frankie's character's name? Lucas?
Yeah.
He doesn't have that much screen time. He has been hanging out with Nova.
Tracking Finn and other Sharknadoes and the like.
Creepily tracking Finn, I guess.
Much so, yeah.
Like, oh, we knew exactly where you're because we've been tracking your ass. But yeah, he dies horribly.
Oh, first he loses each limb, like one by one,
Yeah, like how horrible of a death is that?
and then he explodes their souped up RV to help dissipate or the tornado.
And it does, and it successfully dissipates the tornado and saves people while he turns himself, or the sharks turn him into the Dark Knight from Monty Python.
Oh yes, there's a Black Knight.
The Black Knight.
Dark Knight's Batman.
Damn it, the Black Knight from Monty Python.
Yes.
But yes. So he still manages with no limbs
To press a button with his chin and explode the RV.
Yes, that happened.
Okay.
In this movie.
And so now you have Tara Reid.
Oh yeah, you know
Her
what?
character April.
Let's talk about her. She's pregnant in this movie. She has a robotic hand that they show a couple times having super strength.
And has a chainsaw hidden underneath it.
Yes, so she could pop off the head at will and have a functional chainsaw. So if she needs it, which she does at the end of this movie, which we'll talk about, because yes, that also happened.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so she's Tara Reid, and I don't understand how she ever became popular after watching these. Like, not even just Sharknado, like even her entire career.
You know, she was enjoyable in her early years, like in the late 90s, early 2000s.
You going like the American Pie Tara Reid?
Yeah.
She was never a good actress, though.
Oh, no.
Like,
she was pretty. And a lot of times that's not really took to get ahead.
So that's how she still manages to have a career in Hollywood, I guess. But like, she's been a train wreck ever since, and in this movie, she just looks bad.
Oh, she looks like she crawled out of that train wreck.
Yeah, and like, holy shit, man. So,
but yeah, they're in Universal Studios Orlando, Florida, and the family's had a good time there, and the family's trying to make his way there to save his family because he knows one's coming. And so you just basically have a Sharknado fucking up Universal Studios.
yeah, so like Sharknadoes are a thing now. They just happen all the time. They're not like freak occurrences. And they even make a mention that these sharks are able to live high in the clouds for long periods of time before they drop.
They survive off of birds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that completely explains
how they survive up there.
Yeah, so now we have sharks in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
So, some people fear drone attacks. No, we need to fear sharks in clouds attacks. So that's a thing in this universe. That's great.
But, like, I really don't know how to discuss this movie, to be honest with you.
There's no way.
Like, the plot is kind of non-comprehensible. You just know that they're trying to stop Sharknadoes by detonating things in the middle of Sharknadoes.
Yeah. They make a mention of the bombs killing people, the bombs they threw in the first Sharknadoes, in the first movie, but it still saved millions of people.
Right.
Really no mention of that ever again. Just a throwaway line, I guess.
Right, I don't know, yeah. But, I mean, the whole point is now there's 3 or so, or just a series of Sharknadoes that may end up converging and creating an ultimate Sharknado.
Mm-hmm.
And so the goal of this is to get into space with a secret rocket ship.
Yes, a rocket ship that David Hasselhoff,
Finn's father.
His
name is Gil.
Knows about.
Yes. Because he's an astronaut. He was in an astronaut program.
Yes. And immediately says, people who speak about these things get 25 years in Leavenworth, and immediately just says, let's do it, fuck it.
Yep. So they go to NASA, and they go into space.
Yeah, because
for some reason, Terry joins them.
Yeah, because NASA's okay with this. NASA's okay with a non-astronaut accompanying his father into space. And you know what? Even before that, a person who can't necessarily fly a plane, because he lets Nova fly the aircraft earlier, the F-4 fighter jet.
He has no knowledge on how to man any of these ships.
So if something happened in space and he would have to fly the shuttle, he wouldn't be able to because he doesn't have to, or he wouldn't know how. But it doesn't matter in Sharknado 3 because he still manages to fly just fine.
Just fine.
So no astronaut experience because that's his father's thing. He is able to fly a shuttle. So that's impressive in itself. So yes, they take the secret shuttle into space. Tara Reid magically
follows Finn, and they're in a rush. So instead of sending her back, they take her with.
Yes, because she has to come with for no apparent reason for the
and
script.
Really does nothing at all.
Yeah,
you just kind of see her in the background.
I love how he's just like, we need to get you into a suit, and you blink and she's in a suit.
Yeah.
Like it
was quicker to get her in a big spacesuit and into the ship than it was just to send her back.
Yeah, like they could have spent time getting her dressed instead of the slow motion montage to music that happened before that, where he's slowly walking.
That goes out of focus. Literally went out of focus, and they're like, "Fuck it, it's good. Let's do it."
Yeah, fuck, we're running out of film. Yeah, we're running out of daylight, peoples.
We don't have enough smog for the smog machine for him to walk through.
Oh,
fuck it, let's just do it.
We can't reset. Just go, fuck it.
And so, launch into space. They release the fuel tank.
Yes, that was supposed to dissipate it,
but nope,
not strong enough.
So now they have to use the Star Wars program, which is a real thing in this movie, to shoot a laser at all the Sharknadoes.
Right.
To destroy them.
A super fast laser. Like when you're watching it on the map and you see this laser burning into it, it's covering a lot of ground really quickly.
Yeah.
And like, if you saw that on the ground going at that speed, like that's nuts. Anyways, whatever. So yes, they use the Star Wars program.
David Hasselhoff
sacrifices himself
to go to the satellite for this and manually use it because they can't do it because the operating system's down or some shit like that.
Yeah, so he doesn't have enough juice or enough gas or whatever the hell it is to get the shuttle to pick him up and to get into orbit. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Because the sharks go into space.
Because sharks in space.
Yep.
That happened.
And they fuck up the rocket.
They don't burn up in the atmosphere or anything like that.
No.
They make it safely to space, still alive, and hit the shuttle and fuck up the shuttle.
One chomps down on Tara Reid's character whole.
Right.
And falls back. So she's in the belly of a shark that's falling back into orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Finn decides to jump into one and do the same. He punches his way out, or once they enter orbit, he puts his fist through the shark.
Yep.
And uses a parachute and releases the parachute through the hole that he made.
Mm-hmm.
So the shark lands safely.
And this is a different shark than Tara Reid's.
Yes.
So she would have hit the ground at full speed because she didn't have a parachute.
No.
But she was fine.
Oh yeah. Not only was she fine, she gave birth while inside the shark.
Yes. That was the moment where I was like, yes, that's exactly what would happen in this scenario. In a Sharknado, you'll see a little tiny chainsaw. Immediately, you see a baby hand. Then I'm thinking, wait, is the baby using the chainsaw to get out?
No, it's just
because that would have been
Tara Reid using her hand.
That would have been amazing.
It would have been. Oh, they totally missed the beat on that, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well just go for it at this point, and just be like, you know what?
Okay, this is a little too unbelievable at this point that the baby's using a chainsaw. Let's reel it back a bit.
But
let's reel it back just a bit.
But he is Finn's son.
Yeah, that's true.
So he would be able to wield a chainsaw like Finn. Meanwhile, David Hasselhoff made it to the moon.
Yeah,
whatever.
He's on the moon. The flag is still there.
He had no propulsion to get him back to the shuttle, but he had enough to get to the moon.
Yeah, but
so that makes
he's there on the moon with a bunch of dead sharks,
and that makes sense. I thought that was really plausible when I was watching this, and I was like, "Yep, science works.
It's rock solid."
Rock solid. Yeah, I completely understand that one. Yeah. So
Yeah, so before David Hasselhoff left the space shuttle, he gave Finn a pin of pilot wings, of space pilot wings, to give this to the son.
In a very sincere moment, like
Yeah, it was very touching.
the sad thing is, like in that scene, I realized that David Hasselhoff is the strongest actor in this film.
Yes, he was. He did a great job considering the script.
When David Hasselhoff's the strongest actor in your film, there's something wrong with your film. But he does it, pulls it off. Finn can't find him on Earth.
The set of wings that he gives him.
So Tara sees it.
Sees him in the sand that somehow he was able to spot from a good distance away. She
Yeah.
has fucking eagle eyes.
She does. Well, no, she saw the script.
Yeah. Once again, it's a matter of finding the script.
She saw that, she read that in the script. Like,
But
it's
she didn't
supposed
read the
to be
next few lines.
there.
Apparently.
No,
Because
because then she
as
probably
she
wouldn't have
picks
done
it up, a piece of debris starts hurling towards her. Screen goes black. And now we're left with a cliffhanger until Sharknado 4 happens, where the viewers get to decide whether she lives or dies.
Yeah, because the Shark 4 is happening.
Sharknado 4 is going to happen.
Obviously, it's going to happen. This thing got, as SyFy claims, 2 billion tweets regarding Sharknado 3.
That sounds
insane. But again, cultural internet phenomenon.
and you know, it's people just live tweeting it as well. So
I guess that's true.
there's multiple people tweeting multiple times about it.
Oh yeah,
2 billion seems right up there.
Realistically speaking, you would think that this is an event now, so people just straight up live tweet it.
It is. It's an event. It's people know how ridiculous this is, and it's just this kind of cultural phenomenon at this point.
Yeah, maybe we'll live tweet this.
We
for
should
the 4th.
probably next time.
Just get some alcoholic beverages and maybe just live tweet it, because these movies are special. So anyways, yes, would you save Tara Reid?
We're going to leave it up to you, listeners. So
I personally, I don't think I would. I'm done with Tara Reid. I want to watch 20 hours of Sharknado. I could probably sit here watching 20 hours of Sharknado.
Especially if Tara Reid wasn't around.
And if Tara wasn't around, I'd totally be engaged the whole entire time.
Yeah.
But she does bring that, like, just absurdity along with it, so maybe she's a good character for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know where I fall on this. I can't decide if I want Tara to live or to die.
Me neither. Like, Broad needs some work, but
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want her to live. I don't want her to die. All I'm happy with is Nova's back.
Nova's back.
And
She just needs more screen time. So if getting rid of Tara means Nova gets more screen time, then I'm for it.
yeah, I mean, that's what it basically falls down to. Oh, you know what? The hilarious part that I wanted to touch on was when she is flying the military aircraft and they go down, they come out of the water with no clothes on.
Yeah.
Or some underwear.
Just straight up underwear. Like, because for some reason they couldn't have their aircraft uniforms on anymore.
Yeah, so, like, did it burn off? But, like, no, they're putting their clothes back on in the next scene.
Yeah.
So, like, they purposely took off all their clothes.
Well, I think
for impact.
No, I think it was they were in the aircraft suits, so I imagine they put those on and took the regular clothes off.
Why would, but underwater they take them off?
No. Like, they took off the aircraft suits.
Right.
But their other clothes
I see what
were
you're saying.
in packs before they put the air suits on.
Okay.
I think that was the case.
We're overthinking why they came out of the...
It was just blatantly so you could see Finn without a shirt and Nova in her skivvies as well.
Yeah, perfectly acceptable thing for this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's...
And we didn't even touch on the whole subplot of the daughter.
Oh, go for it.
I mean, because there's really not much one, but she's there. She meets this boy at the theme park, and somehow he just kind of starts tagging along, and they just easily accept him as part of the group.
Yeah.
And then he gets fucked up by a shark as they shoot them on top of a building.
Yeah, that daughter must have some mental issues at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, she has seen some shit.
Well, everyone here has seen. If you, yeah.
And in this movie, like she's at Universal with her best friend. Her best friend dies brutally. And
well, I mean, there's no easy way to die from a Sharknado.
And her new boyfriend, who she's so happy to actually have somebody, gets impaled by a shark.
Yeah,
and
he just gets
he's on the other
up against the door,
and she's on the other side of that door,
and that blood of his is just leaking right out from underneath.
Hearing him screaming to his death. Not traumatizing at all, probably. She's gonna bounce back, I feel.
Oh, yeah. You saw how happy she was to your dad.
Yeah,
at the end of it.
She's a shepherd. She's strong.
Yes, exactly. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's really all there is to this movie.
It's see, I'm trying to wrap my head around, is this movie the greatest movie ever made?
It is probably the most self-aware movie that was ever made. So there's a greatness to it in that regard.
I don't even know where to begin with this movie. And we did. We just talked about it for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just random thoughts. It's like, holy shit, that just happened. You want to talk about the cameos at all? You
had Jerry Springer, who we had to stop and rewind because his cameo was so fast and so poorly shot that we weren't really sure. I wasn't really sure if it was Jerry Springer to begin with. You just see a quick side profile and him far away.
Right. But no, it was Jerry Springer.
Yeah. And then you have George R.R. Martin,
which I thought was funny
because he's sitting in a theater, right? And the shark just comes through the theater and kills him while he's sitting next to someone in a wedding dress. So you immediately think, oh, Red Wedding.
Right.
Thank you, Game of Thrones.
Yes. I do like that Martin is a good sport when it comes to stuff like this. And
yeah, that's
you
true.
just like, you know what, fuck it. The fans love me, hate me, whatever. I'm making my stories and I'm going to just enjoy myself. So if they call me and say, hey, you want to do a cameo in Sharknado 3?
It's happening.
Why not? Fuck it. Because why not? Yeah, so...
You had Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
Making a Hulk reference.
Yes. Who was the other bodyguard? It was him. Yeah, Ann Coulter.
Oh, yeah.
Is the vice president in this movie.
You had that Entertainment Tonight chick.
Yeah. I can't
her.
remember her name, but she was on... Is it E.T. or Extra?
Yeah, one of those things.
The one with A.C. Slater.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know.
She's with Mario Lopez, and she's in this briefly. She dies.
Oh, the guy from TMZ.
Actually, I don't know that.
Yeah, he was there.
You pointed out one that I didn't know was astronaut and Mohawk guy.
Oh yeah,
or NASA Mohawk guy.
The NASA Mohawk guy. For all you remember, back in the day when I think it was when we landed the Curiosity rover on Mars, there was a shot that kind of spread like wildfire across the internet of the NASA control room, and everyone was like, "There's a guy at NASA with a Mohawk. This is fucking awesome."
Yeah.
And he kind of became like this weird cultural phenomenon for, like a day and a half. And he made an appearance in here as well.
And he has lines in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. We're watching Sharknado 3 again.
And yeah, we were just watching Frankie Muniz got dismembered.
Yeah, he just lost a limb.
Yeah.
He's down to one arm.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And he's still crawling.
Yeah.
Because he's devoted.
There was also that wrestler guy who...
Oh, there's his other arm.
Yeah.
Merely a flesh wound.
Oh, God. But yeah, chock full of cameos because, like we said, this thing is a cultural phenomenon now. That's all we want to see.
Yeah, there's a billion that we're not talking about, I'm sure. Like, in every scene, I feel like there's a cameo by somebody. And caught a lot of them, probably missed a bunch.
Yeah.
If I cared enough, I'd look it up, but I probably won't.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Sharknado. If you like watching dumb things knowing that it's going to be dumb, Sharknado is totally for you. Because it is the dumbest and the most self-aware, and with a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, and I thought the second one was just ludicrous.
I felt like the second one was a little bit more ludicrous than this one.
And then I watched this one, and dude, they had sharks in space.
Oh yeah, okay, fine, I take that back.
Finn comes back through the atmosphere in the belly of a shark.
Yeah, I take that back. If it wasn't for that ending like that.
he came through the atmosphere in the belly of a shark
Yep.
and survived. And there's a baby with a chainsaw saving itself from the dead corpse of another shark that survived atmosphere.
Okay, yeah, that's...
And while in space, Nova hooks Finn up with a sweet-ass lightsaber laser
the
chainsaw.
Laser chainsaw, I forgot about that. How could I forget about that?
It like George Lucas is gonna be upset. I don't
Whatever.
care. Yeah, it's like it's hilarious
I'm
that
almost surprised George Lucas didn't make a cameo in this.
yeah, they probably asked. Mark McGrath, boom, another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was just a returning character.
Bo Derek plays Tara Reid's mom.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
All right, we could probably talk about this for a long time.
Yeah, but we don't have anything much to say about it because there's really, there's just nothing to... There's no logic to it, so it's hard to really talk logically about something that has zero logic to it, so...
All right, fair enough. All right, so our final thoughts on Sharknado 3, oh hell no, is...
Like I said earlier, if you like stupid things that know they're stupid, this is all for you.
Yeah, this is just, Sharknado at its best, I guess. This is what you expected. This is exactly what you expected going into this being the third installment of it. It's not a trilogy because they want to make as many of these as possible because if 2 billion tweets are going out about their damn movies...
And they get a bunch of blatant product placement.
Yeah, I mean, they're making money off of this
Yep.
thing. They can make dumber movies. Like Lava Tech...
Lava Tarantula?
Lava
Lantula, yeah.
That's it.
With Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah, so you can have Steve Guttenberg and 2 other members of the Police Academy movies from the 80s that I loved as a childhood back in Lava Lantula.
Lava Lantula. Basically Lava Tarantulas. That's their new thing that they're going with.
Yeah, and there's a cameo from Finn in that movie.
So yeah, they share the same world.
They're in the same universe. So shit is bleak in this universe.
SyFy, jeez.
So yeah,
All right.
I see. I can still talk about this, but all right, we're wrapping up. Overall, if you like Sharknado and Sharknado 2, you will like Sharknado 3. So definitely check that out. I suggest watching this with a bunch of friends.
Yes.
With beverages.
Oh yeah.
To really enjoy.
We did not nearly drink enough for this.
To really enjoy the experience behind Sharknado, I think that maybe you should just marathon it and do that, and just have a bunch of people over, and just fuck logic.
Right out the window.
And if you want insults to every part of logic possible, definitely watch these movies.
Yep.
Because yes, sharks in space. All right, that's our show. LostLevel.com is the website. In the upper right-hand corner is all the links to our social media. Alex, how can we reach you?
Follow me on Twitter. My name is Alex Sandberg, AlexSandberg, or email me directly at the website, alex@lostlevel.com.
And I am Chris at LostLevel.com. I do have a Twitter feed, twitter.com/calmintensity. We do have a Twitter for Lost Level. It's at the Lost Level. So again, all that information is on lostlevel.com. We have plenty of shows that we just talked about. We just had an Ant-Man release. We just talked about It Follows. Now we're talking about Sharknado 3.
We talked about the trailers from San Diego Comic-Con.
Talked about that. We have a Pixels episode. So we have a bunch of stuff that's up there right now. So we definitely encourage you to take a listen. We'd appreciate you listening, telling a friend, and helping us out. So talk to you guys soon.
All right, and if you want to, in the comments, please list your favorite part of Sharknado 3 when you watched it. We wanna know what your favorite part was.
Yes, list your favorite part and let us know if you want Tara Reid to live or die.
Yes. And most importantly, that people at Sharknado know.
Yes, especially if it's death.
All right.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.